Listen, just be honest. Most people spend their whole life avoiding things they don't want, and they never really anchor in what they do want and go after it. One of the hardest things about wanting another level in life, and maybe this is just me, is when you dream of your next level, do sometimes you feel that other people don't get you? They're like, that industry, you, right? I said this, I think I said it during Build Your Brand, and I love this saying that my friend Trent Shelton shared, is like, sometimes we don't realize that God gave us this dream. God gave us this desire to serve more, be more, do more, tap into our full potential, but for some reason we want other people to understand it. And what Trent said is, how can you expect other people to understand your dream? God gave it to you, not to them. And if you believe it's the universe or something else, whatever your beliefs are, you got this download. You see a bigger future. You have a bigger dream. You want to work from home, have more time, spend more with your family, impact others, make a difference, end up speaking on stage. I don't know where you want to go, but it's yours. Take this knowledge, this experience, this mess that becomes your message or the reporter of other wisdom, and how do you channel it and get it out to the world in a way that is easy to do and ready for people to say, yes, I want in. And that's our whole goal. So I want to kind of get in your head and your heart a little bit and let you look at this in a different perspective. I want you to start off with the right thoughts. And I want to share this. 25 years ago when I bought Tony Robbins' course off of an infomercial, I didn't know that people did that for a living. I didn't know people sold information. I had never bought books. I didn't buy courses before that. And this big guy on an infomercial made me go, I'm going to buy this guy's stuff. I bought everything he had. And I got it home, and Sony Walkman, that's how long ago it was, with a bunch of cassette tapes. Some of you under 30 might be going, what is that cassette tape? I saw, what's so funny? Did you ever see the little clips of this? I'm going to digress. Squirrel. You guys mind squirrel moment here? Did you guys ever see like a little clip of a roast, like celebrity roasts? Right? I get embarrassed over stuff like that. I couldn't ever watch one. I could never attend one. It's like, I feel bad for people. That kind of comedy doesn't get me. But there was this little clip, and it was a comedian. And do you guys remember the singer Jewel? Anybody remember Jewel from a long time ago? He pulled out a cassette tape because he was making fun of her that she hasn't been popular in so long. And he said, Jewel, my mom asked if you'd sign this thing. I don't know if it's a phone. I'm not sure what it was. And it was a cassette tape. And talk about like such a roast. Like, oh my God, it was hysterical. Anyway, I got Tony's cassette tapes and I listened to them like crazy, and it shifted my life. It shifted my life because he delivered me, like many of you on here, he delivered me capabilities to look at my past differently, look at my opportunity differently, look at my story differently, look at my circumstances differently. Life happens for me, not to me. All these incredible things. But it also did one other thing to me. It was like, I want to do what this guy does. The guy sold me knowledge that he learned from other people. Like a lot of it back then, he was like, I learned this from Jim Rohn, and I learned this from this guy, and I learned this from this guy. It's like, Tony learned all this stuff from people. He put it together in one package. It's changing my life, and I cut him a check. I want to help change people's lives, and I want them to cut me checks. I'd love to be more elaborate. I'd love to be more elegant on how to explain it, but I get to help people, and they give me money. I'm in. So that's why it changed my life so dramatically, because I went from a car business and apartments and a tow truck company to the knowledge industry 25 years ago. And I remember not having one following, not knowing what the hell I was doing. There was no internet, so I had to produce an infomercial. There was no digital courses. There was no mastermind.com. I had to produce product and put it in the warehouse. I remember doing all that, and I remember a day thinking, who the hell am I? Like, I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm not this tall. I don't have this incredible voice. I don't have all these connections. I don't have a lot of money. What the hell are you doing? And I was a millimeter away from quitting. Like a millimeter. And who's felt that way? I don't have what these other people have, and I'm not that great online, or I'm not amazing on camera, or I'm an introvert, or I'm different than other people. We all feel that. I just want to share with you, we all have that. And I think back, if I would have given in and said, well, you know what, I should be happy. I'm really good at my car business. I thank God, like something just pushed me forward to go, screw that, and I did it. And I just want to tell you, 25 years ago, I wrote in my journal, someday I want to thank Tony and I want to speak on his stage. right? And be his partner. Like, dumb dream of somebody 25 years ago. The truth is, Tony and I talk 7 days a week. We talk every single night. He's my dearest friend. We're partners in 3 companies. And last week I was on stage at UPW and had the time of my life. We rocked the house together. And I just want to show you what's possible. From a kid in upstate New York with no money, with no college education, didn't know who the hell Tony Robbins was, never spoke in front of on a stage, never spoke to camera, spoke on camera before. Anything's possible. It's just when you, and this is taking Tony's words, we all overestimate what we can do in 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And we underestimate what we can do in 5 years, right? What if this thing built and in 3 years from now, this generated more revenue than you currently have right now, where you got to live life on your terms, where you were fine-tuning your message, where every time you learned something new, you added it or you shifted it, or you learned marketing and you had a bigger following in a tribe. Who would go all in if you had to start by helping one person, and then 5, and then 50, and then 500, and then 5,000, and 50,000? It takes time, but guess what? Time's gonna happen anyway. And the only thing I know, and I love this saying, is when people say, it's not mine, but when's the best time to plant a tree? 5 years ago. When's the second best time to plant a tree? Today, right? Because yeah, there's going to be a little work, but isn't life work? And if you don't absolutely love what you do, then isn't it time to explore and investigate and try? But I want to get you in the right space. Let's just look at this, okay? This is where you started, wherever that is. Not necessarily birth, but let's just say it's where you started. And then maybe this is where you are. You are now. Now, we hope life goes on a 45-degree angle. And it's just every day gets a little better. Everything is perfect. No, that's not how life is, right? It's like, oh my God, life is good. I'm fall in love. What a great guy. He's amazing. Oh, let's get married. Oh my God, I didn't realize he was a horrible human being and I got to go get a divorce. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Or, I'm working for somebody. The job's good. Man, it's a pain in the butt in this job. I don't really like it. I'm starting to like it. I'm getting really good. Oh my God, I'm amazing at what I do. Screw that. I'm not going to work for anybody, so I'm going to start my own business. I don't know how to run a business, but then I'm figuring it out. I got the capabilities, and all of a sudden you're crushing it, right? How about parenting? Oh my God, I'm going to be a parent. And you have a baby and you haven't slept for 3 months. You're like, why would anybody in the world do this? And then you get amnesia a year later and you're like, let's have more babies. Who knows? God's got that designed in a cool way, right? So no matter what, life's kind of up and down, but let's hope that if you just minimize the ups and downs, that you are at another spot. You were started here and you're here, right? Why would you be a part of mastermind.com? Why would you be a part of Project Next and work with Tony and I? Or some of you might be a part of Project Next Level, right? Why would you do that? Because if you're here, you really want to go here, right? Let's just say ideal future, right? None of you are here because you hope your future's down here. I hope not. If you do, we might have some other groups you might want to talk to, right? Nobody's like, I hope life gets worse. I hope I make less. I hope I'm unhappier. I hope life turns to hell in a handbasket. Nobody thinks that. You're here because there's who knows there's another level of income, impact, happiness, joy, and freedom in your life. Like, give me a hell yes if you know that is. And you are here to see, hey, is it being in the self-education industry? Is it really going all in? Stop dabbling. Should I build a site on Mastermind? What the hell would I sell? Who would I sell it to? How would I market? But I know there's another level. If you know there's another level, there's a hell yes. There's a whole bunch of them coming in. So that means we want to go to another level. True? This is the part that freaks everybody out. This is what will make you quit. This is what will make you go, I don't know about this. Let me go back online and find something else. How's that working out for you? How about the magical money machines online? 6 figures in 6 weeks. Anybody make the 6 figures in 6 weeks by clicking a few buttons, right? We got to put the work in. But here's the part that I hope takes away a little overwhelm. See, the only way you get from here to here is, what's between these two? If you guys know me, between these two is what? There's a gap. And the only thing that's missing are the capabilities to get from here to here. You need a bridge. To get, if this is a valley, if this is a gap, you need a bridge to go from where you are to where you want to go, your ideal future. So I'm going to go through this really quick with you guys. If you're a part of Project Next, you know this is in Module 1 in much more detail. The fact of the matter is, where you are, okay? Let's just call, ideal future. Where you are. Remember this, all change starts with being honest with yourself. All change starts. Let's be honest. You are here. I see so many beautiful smiling faces. I do. I don't see a bunch of people like, oh, life sucks. Like, I get it. Some of you might feel that way, but that's not the beautiful faces I see. David's got a beautiful smile. Look at them all happy today. Look at Esther and Genevieve and Peter and Phoebe. Like, beautiful smiles. Chriselle, like, love it. But you know there's another level to do it, right? So the fact of the matter is, even though you're smiley, even though you're here, if everything was perfect, I doubt you'd be here. You'd be doing something else other than listening to me on a Thursday afternoon. You know there's another level, and you know you want to get there. Simple as that. Whether you want more freedom, whether you want to crush online, whether you tried a course, or you got a coaching program, but it's not making you the money you want. Or you're like, I've always thought about selling something online, selling what I know. My inventory is my life experience. How the hell do I do it like these other cheese balls I see out there or whatever? Like, everybody's got something, right? But what gets us there, so that is the first place, is be completely honest. Thank you, Tara. All change starts with being honest with yourself. I'm not happy in my job. I've been dying to do something online. I don't know how. I have imposter syndrome. I feel like I could be a coach. I feel like I could build a course, but I kind of have imposter syndrome. I've been wanting to do this for years, but my husband thinks I'm crazy. If you're really honest, some of these I'm mentioning are you. Am I right? Tara, I see you shaking your head. Lacey, I see you shaking your head. Rika, like, there's something where you tell yourself, that's okay. All change starts with being honest. So that's where you are, right here. And then let's go over here is like, where you want to go. This is where you want to go. This is that next level. Now, once you know where you are with complete honesty, the next thing is, what is that ideal future for you? Where is it that you want to go? And this is what most people don't know how to do, and most people miss this. But I want you to hear this. What if it was 1 year from today, and we were here, and you were celebrating the best year of your life? Let's just talk in this industry. There's a lot of things. It could be a better weight, it could be a happier relationship, it could be in better shape, running marathons, own business. But let's just talk about it in this industry. If you wanted to do this, if it was a year from now, and it was the best year of your life, what does that look like when it comes to this? Are you selling a course, a coaching course where you're coaching 40 people a month and they're giving you $100 a month each? Or did you build a course that's selling 50 courses a month? Or do you have a high-end one-on-one $5,000 for 6-month training? Or do you have a low-level course and a high-level course? Or is your whole value ladder something we'll teach later? If you didn't go how screws you up, we'll talk about that in a minute. If you didn't think of how, you just dreamt, like close your eyes and it's a year from now and I'm on this call and oh my God, what a great year. My coaching program's selling like crazy. My ebook is crushing. I started a podcast and oh my God, I can't believe we get 20,000 downloads a week. I don't know what it is, but I would love for you, and you can do this deeper after our call today, right? But if you know where you are with honesty, then if you allow yourself to dream on where you want to go, you start creating what? What do you call that? You start creating a compelling future. You start creating a compelling future. We all need something that's compelling to drive us. If you just avoid what's not working in your life, it's like being in a car avoiding potholes and you don't have your GPS on. You're going to drive around forever avoiding potholes, but you're never going to get to your destination without a map. Make sense? Okay? So, where are you? Complete honesty. The next part is, where is it you'd like to be? How much money? How much impact? How much would you be donating to your church or to a charity or helping good causes? Would you retire your husband because he hates his job and you know you can make more money than him anyway because you're way smarter? I'm just saying. Like, what is that ideal future? So then you know something most people don't. You know where you are. Think of it as GPS. And then you know your destination. Most people don't know. Listen, just be honest. Most people spend their whole life avoiding things they don't want. And they never really anchor in what they do want and go after it. And I believe most people get to the end of their life and go, wow, I spent my whole life avoiding the crap and I never spent the time gaining what I really wanted. And I'd rather, listen, I hope you guys stay with our family forever. But if you get nothing else out of us knowing each other, hear me today. What I'm sharing right now on the board changed my life 15 years ago, and I do it for myself at least 4 or 5 times a year. I want to know where I am with honesty. I want to know where I want to be with honesty. I want to claim that idea, that compelling future. So if you know where you are and you know where you want to go, the thing that anchors it in is the third thing. Why do you want it? Why? Why do you want to go from where you are this minute to this compelling future, to this ideal outcome, to this next level that goes up? Why do you want to get there? And that's when you tap into your heart. See, these 2 questions where you're in your head. It's time to let this go down and fall in here. You know, we all have a reason why. You guys are here for why. You're on this call right now for a deeper reason than you probably think. You're like, you know, I signed up for this thing. Is it going to work? Maybe I can make extra money. Maybe I can do it. It's way deeper than that. When you dig under the hood, it's way deeper. For me, I went through a process that you learn in Project Next in Module 1, the 7 levels deep. If anybody's ever done it, you could share how impactful that was. It was the biggest change in my whole life. Very deep why, yeah. For me, I found out that I didn't want to go backwards. My true why. When I was asked, why do I want to be in business? Why do I want to make more money? Why do I want to impact other people's lives? Had nothing to do with what I thought. It was, I didn't want to go backwards because I was broke as a kid, wore hand-me-downs, lived in a trailer park, watched my mom struggle, didn't want to go there. So my why is I didn't want to go backwards. Second, I wanted my kids to have choices, not spoiled brats, not entitled. We don't need any more of those, but I want them to have choices. But my number one reason why is because I wanted control of my life. Not a control freak. Listen, my parents were married 9 times between them. I moved 20 times by the time I was 20 years old. Talk about feeling out of control. Like you come home from school and your shit's packed on the front yard. It's like, another divorce. Okay, where are we going now, Dad? Or where are we going now, Mom? I always felt so out of control that I realized when I dug into my why, I don't want anybody to tell me how to dress. I dress really casual, raise my children. I took my kids to school this morning. At 3 o'clock, I'll be outside picking them up today. At 4:30, I'll be catching softball while my daughter pitches. I don't want anybody to tell me I can't do that. My daughter's gonna be 15 on Saturday. 15, how the hell does that happen? She's gonna be driving in 6 months, right? I don't have much time. Nobody's gonna tell me I can't spend extra time with her. It's on her birthday, we're going to do something special, her and I. Like, I want to be in control of my time, my decisions, the way I parent, the way I dress, the way I get to be the best husband I possibly can to my amazing wife. And if someone else is in control of your time, I can't be that man. So I would die for that. Like, legit, hear me, look at my face. I would die for that freedom to control the man I want to be, the husband I want to be, the leader I want to be, the father I want to be. If that doesn't, now that's mine. You can hear my conviction. You need to find yours. Why the hell are you here? Why do you want to sell a course on Mastermind? Why do you want to make extra money? Why do you want to have more independence? Why do you want to impact others? Is it to show your husband what you're really worth, or to show your kids an example of the badass mom you are, the badass dad? Or do you finally want to quit that job that it is a job that's been sucking your soul for 5 years, and it's time to say enough is enough, life is too short? I don't know what it is, but when you find it to where you can go into tears, where you get goosebumps on your arms, then nothing stops you from going from where you are to where you want to be. So if you know where you are and you know where you want to be, this is being honest, this is your compelling future. Then you know in your heart why the hell you want it. Why am I spending time with this guy this afternoon? Why am I on Mastermind? Why did I join Project Next? Why? You anchor it in your heart to where you feel it and you get goosebumps. And the last thing left, and this is what I want to shift up a little bit for you. The last thing left is, how are you going to get here? That's what's left, is how the hell do I do it? And no, what you need is capabilities along the way, one little piece at a time. Kaizen, right? Today we're going to talk about a solution statement, what really narrowing down your dot, we call it, really narrowing down what you would teach. Because when you teach and you think broad, you get overwhelmed. When you narrow it down to that tiny little thing that you're great at, then all of a sudden your confidence goes up, but still potentially there's millions of people that want that little tiny dot, right? That is what it's like when you narrow down what you're going to teach. You will never be scared to teach it again. But that's just one process. And then you learn who you're going to sell it to. And then you learn the best way to deliver it. Coaching program, live, on Zoom, mastermind course, high-end coaching, one-on-one, Zoom call. You just figure these things out as we go along, not all at once. And all of a sudden your confidence builds there. And then we teach you the story teach tool model. It's like, oh, I could teach like that. I could tell a story. I could teach it and then give them an action step. Oh, now I know how to teach it. Okay, check. I know how to teach it. Okay. How the hell do I get a tribe and market? Okay, let's go through marketing. That's all in Project Next and what we teach, right? So if you look at the gap all at once, the bridge, it looks like, oh, how do I get over there? But if you're building a bridge one step at a time, then all of a sudden it's Kaizen. How do you run a 1,000-mile race? One step at a time. How do you make your first sale in the self-education industry? One piece at a time. And if you try to do it all at once, you'll quit, you'll retreat, and in a month, 6 months, you'll be online looking for something else because you're not fulfilled right now, right? And we'd love for you to stay with this family. We have an amazing family. We have an amazing opportunity. We have 2 guys hell-bent on changing lives. We're doing this because we're mission-based. Not being a jerk, but Tony and I don't have to do this anymore. We do it because we freaking love it. And we know what it could mean to you guys if you fall in love with it, if you don't give up, if you don't dabble, if you don't have one foot out the door. But remember, it's accumulation of all these little pieces that add up, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, there's 1 sale, and then there's 5, and then there's 50, and then there's 20, and there's hundreds. Not overnight, no such thing as a magical money machine, but we want to show you, if you don't give up on you, and you go with us one step at a time, you'll check these little boxes, and all of a sudden you'll look and you'll have a course up on mastermind.com. You'll look in your bank account and there's a first sale. You'll get an email of someone saying, oh my God, thank you for helping me find my heart. Thank you for helping me with diabetes naturally. Thank you for my marriage. Thank you for being able to sell better, live better, love better. Whatever your niche is, those thank yous that we get. Look at all these amazing comments I get. You know how damn lucky I am that I get all this love on a freaking Thursday? And all I'm doing is sharing what I know. I couldn't teach you how to be a doctor. I couldn't teach you how to use an Excel spreadsheet. There's a million things I can't teach, but I'm really good at teaching this one thing. And I'm really hell-bent on shifting your life. Those 2 things, you become unstoppable. What's up, what's up? Hey, don't forget to look at the action steps we've posted below. They are the perfect way to take your success, abundance in this crazy world to a whole nother level.